This is a Toon Boom Harmony tip, and I'm making this video to remind myself of how to do this because I've got a really dreadful memory and it might be some time before I need to execute the thing I'm going to show now. So I find myself in a situation where I'm doing some really rough animation of this character here. And I'm finding that as I'm adding things to the background elements to help me animate this character, the outline's getting a bit lost. It's getting harder and harder to see this. And I've just used the default kind of black out color, which is this one here. So that's causing some problems. I mean, I could go into here and hide things like, the background elements and just switch them off and do it that way. But because I'm using this particular ground plane background, I'm using the texture on it to determine how far the footsteps are for this character over time. I also use a grid for that as well, but I just can't be bothered in this case. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to change the outline color of this sketch, bearing in mind that I've used the same black color for other elements on different layers. So what I want to do is I want to make this like a lighter mid-gray color. So I've already gone ahead and created that color here in my palette. So now I'm going to change the color of this outline, but without affecting everything else that uses this color. So what you do is you make sure that the layer that you want to affect this is selected and it's turned pink there. Next, I'm going to do a right click on the color I want to change and go down to recolor drawings. So when you do that, it opens this window and it's asking me if I want to make the change to the scene palette. There is only one for this particular project, and that's this one here, and it's highlighted. This is for a situation where you might have more than one palette. You might have different palettes for different characters or other elements within your scene. And then you've also got some options here to either change the color of the current drawing, so you can just change the outline color even within one layer just for one drawing without changing the outline color for everything else. And also you can change all the drawings in the scene regardless of what layer they're on, but because this character is on its own layer, I'm going with the middle option here. So there's some really cool options here to help you out and change color of things just to see what the hell you're doing, because that's really important. Also, I also animate in the camera view because this is actually a moving shot. This character is going to break into a run and then jump over this fence. So because the camera is moving from right to left to follow the character, I need to animate in this view. Okay, so I'm going to choose the replacement color, which is this one here, which is the one I made here, and just hit OK. And it's applied it to all the sketches. It did that pretty quick as well. That was in real time. So if I now deselect that layer just by clicking here, we can see that it's this standing out more, this clearer sort of light grey color, which stands out very well against these dark backgrounds. And of course, you can change it to any other color you want. So this is just for animation purposes, doing this really, really rough animation. You can change it to whatever color you want. Even when you've done the neat version of this animation and colored it in and everything, you can still change the color if you want to. So yeah, this is I'm making this little tutorial as a reminder for me, but also for anyone else who wants to make the same sort of change in the future.